everybody, it is Thursday. I know I'm a day late for what sold Wednesday. I did do a video late yesterday afternoon. Oh my goodness, I was waffling, so I decided to leave it alone and start again today because it was late, it was overcast, it was too much waffling. So I'm here today at the skate park. Yesterday was a day. I'll talk about that later after I've done all what's sold. But the very first thing I sold last week, which I didn't tell you about because it sold on the Wednesday and Tuesday. So hang on, it sold on one day last week when I did the video. Probably sold Wednesday morning. It hadn't been paid for. I'll talk about that later, but it's a really good one, so just keep watching out at the end of the video and you'll see what that was, and you'll probably be guessing all the way through. So I should have done a live. You might have been able to have a guessing competition. Anyway, I've got plastic in my mouth, sticky tape. I've been sticky taping up all my bits and pieces. I live in a bus with my 4 grandkids, dog, cat, bird, and my husband, and I'll talk about that later too. And let's get into this. Let's get into what sold this week. Now remember, I have everything 30% off, all my stuff. I think nearly all my stuff except for the stuff I'm relisting. I don't know, but most of my stuff has got 30% off. So if you want anything, jump over there now. Jump back here. Let me know what you want, or on my House of Eclectica group. Let me know what you want so we can get it cheaper. That's how we do it. Okay, so the very first thing I sold last Wednesday morning was the Undertaker, this Undertaker here. All those types of figurines are often worth money. Some are worth more than others, and I just got this because I thought maybe it was, and the comps were okay. And this fella, whoever bought it, got it for $25 because he had it 30% off, whatever I had it on. So I must have had $29, $30 on it, I don't know. $18.32 I made, plus my $3 back. So that was pretty good to start the week. These cord jeans, I think I paid $4 or $5. I've written 4, but I have a feeling I got them off the Vintage Lady. They're Esprit jeans. I made $12.13 plus my original money back. So that was good. So it's 12 or 11, I don't know. Anyway, I put $12 I got. The Hot Wheels, if you have been with me for a while, I got these from the tip shop. And I think that was the day that kid was really, there's a kid in the shop that kept taking stuff out of my box. I think that was that day, I think. But I finally sold them, and I probably only paid about $5 max because I got a heap of stuff at one go. So say I put $5, I made $24.33. The next one were the G-Star Raws. Now the G-Star Raws, I bought 3 pairs this particular, no, I bought 4 G-Star Raws this day at one op shop. 2 pairs of jeans I kept. There was a shirt, I think, with it too. I think. Something else was with it. I think it's in storage still. And 2 pairs of jeans. Sorry. I don't know. There might be 3 jeans, 1 shirt. Anyway, so I sold these G-Star Raw. I probably should have kept them because I only got $20 for them because I had already reduced them for about $28 because I just want to move my stock, as you know. And I made $13 on them. So for a G-Star Raw, that's not a lot of money because G-Star Raw is often sold for a lot more. But, you know me, wanting to get stuff, I'd rather move stuff quicker cash than have it sitting there for too long. The retro shirt, this beer shirt, I thought was really cool. It had all bottles of different beers all over it, and it's not that's something my husband wear, but I only paid about $2 for it and $7.21. I'm just going to tell you now, I cannot, this eye, it's got a really huge floaty, like really huge floaty, and yesterday I was having eye flashes. It's happened before, and I had eye flashes and this floaty came back. I thought it was this eye, but it must have been this eye as well. Apparently it's the jelly inside the eye in the cornea that's moving, which is causing the flashing, and nothing, it's just old age. So my optometrist said, and when I'm looking at you I can see this big huge squiggly black, and it's just been annoying me all day. Doesn't hurt, just annoying. Anyway, let's get back to it. So $7.21 I made for that shirt. Pennyworth, 25-cent DVD sealed in that DVD box of treasures that I got for $25. And all you guys who've been with me forever know that box that I absolutely loved, and I hope I find again. $10.38 I made on that. Now that box of DVDs owe me nothing. I have made my money back 2, 3, 4 times probably by now. True Religion jeans, $2. I bought them not long back at one of the op shops down south. I'm pretty sure that's where I got them. $22.53 I made on them. And I remember True Religion is another good pair. So G-Star, True Religion are 2 good pairs to keep an eye out for. But with True Religion, both of them are often copied and faked. The True Religion, you can see if you look at the back of the studs, you'll see a horseshoe shape on the back of the studs inside the jeans, so you know that they're real. True Religion jeans. The vintage lolly tin cost me nothing. That was in my vintage bundle. I'm hoping one day I actually score a huge vintage. That was such a good day. It's a good day. It was a good week. $8.35 is all I made on it, but that's okay. These Goki wooden bears, I'd only looked at them probably the day before thinking, I wonder if they'll ever sell. And they did the next day. I'll go around my shed and do that to everything now, I think. I made $17.88 on those. They did cost me all up $6. And I saw the box with 2 bears in it and clothes. And then when I looked in the box again, that was $4, I think. When I looked in the box again, they had heaps more clothes and 2 more bears. So I whacked them all into the same tub. So $6 all up for all that. Was it 6? I'm pretty sure it was 6. Did I say $17.88? Yeah. The Neckerman shoes. Now, they'd only just got them and straight away wanted a refund. I reckon these are brand new in a box, nothing that I could see wrong with them whatsoever. Mind you, I did not try and pull them apart. I'm just wondering if they put their foot in it and stretched it, or I don't know. All I know is they wanted their money back and I refunded them straight away, minus the postage. I lost $16 for the shoes. And you know what? I don't care. I was not in the mood yesterday to deal with back and forward banter. I just said, yeah, I'll just take the loss because I just can't be bothered dealing with it. Whether they send them back or not, I don't know. We'll see. I didn't even ask for that. I just gave them money back. These vintage amber glasses are from probably the 1950s, I think. And they're basically free from my vintage pile because my vintage lot have already paid for themselves. I made $17. They got a really good bargain because I only paid $20 for those. So I got the wind blowing. It's quite warm. It's been a lot of rain and the sun's come out. It's quite warm. So I've got the wind and the wind is blowing my camera. So, you know, my stuff doesn't run smoothly. So yeah, they got a really good deal with those vintage amber glasses because they can go for a lot more. The next thing is this cat. Now, it was Gans and it was Cottage Collectibles. I think it was the brand. And I picked that up, if you remember seeing it, in the free box at the op shop. So always look in the free stuff because you just never know. So this Gans cat, I made $16 on something I didn't pay for. So that was pretty cool. The rhyming Disney books didn't make as much as I wanted. I actually had them for a lot higher, but they're quite heavy and I wasn't looking forward to them. And so I did drop the price, and then I eventually got an offer of $28, and that only cost me $5 for the whole box, for the whole lot of them. $18.92 is what I earned. Now they were quite heavy, and the lady ended up buying 2 more items, which I didn't realise till after, and she was hoping to get discounted on the postage, but there was postage amount was only $4 between what she paid and what I paid. So I messaged her and I said, I owe you $4.50. She says, no, don't worry about it. Have a coffee. I don't do coffee. You guys know I'll do a juice. So yeah, she bought the next 2 items as well, all together. So she also bought the, no, she didn't. Sorry. Yes, so that was those 3. That's right, I was going one ahead. So she bought the vintage amber glasses, the cat, and the Disney books. So she bought them, and the postage all went together. It was quite heavy. The books were heavy. Okay, the next thing I got. Now, I cannot remember whether I paid these anchor hocking things, whether I paid $2.50 each or 20 cents each. This is where my bookkeeping skills are really bad. I go through stages where I'm like, yes, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to write it all down when I buy it, and blah, blah, and I just don't keep up with it. I'm one of those people. Anyway, I've written $2 down, and I've made $14.13. Now, these are only about this big, and only about that round, so they're not very big, but because they're anchor hocking, they always sell well. So Fire King, anything anchor hocking usually sells well. The Breville, inner part of this Breville. Now, when I was in Bundy, a few of you will remember, I was up there and I bought a heap of stuff, and I actually bought a juicer for $12, and I pulled the juicer apart because I wanted to try let's pull things apart and sell them separately things. So I did that, and it's worked out quite well. Yes, I've had to wait a while, but I've already sold. This is the 3rd part of that I've sold. Now, I only paid $12 for the whole thing, and this one sold, as you can see, for $22, but I made $18.73. So the Breville, I could throw the rest out. It wouldn't matter because I've already more than anything paid for it all, so it's all good. It's awkward when I'm at the park or anywhere because there's always people walking past seeing me talk to myself. This Turning Points Bells to Byron actually went back to Byron Bay. I think I paid 50 cents or $1 for it. I cannot remember. I think 50 cents. It was either at the tip shop or Salvo's, and Salvo's only had 50-cent books. So I made $17.34, and it went back to Byron. Did I say that bit? Yeah, it went back to Byron. So it didn't go very far. It just went, half an hour up the road. And postage was more than I thought, so I probably didn't make $17. I think I made a bit less, but I make some, I lose some in everything I do. Same with the Hot Wheels. I actually lost $5, but then it's something else I earned it. So yeah, that's what happens. Okay, this floral vintage fabric was only $2.50 when I was in Lismore camping down there, and I made $18.39. I had a lot more on it, but yeah, it was a good, beautiful piece of fabric into making vintage dresses. Velvet shoes I got for free in my bundle, $5.73, and the lovely lady who bought it is a watcher of my channel, so thank you very much, Deirdre, for buying my stuff. She also bought the War and Peace book, which I can't remember where I got, and I was going to read it, Deirdre. It's one of those books that, yes, I have always wanted to read it too. I'm just not in the space, and I was going to keep this book for me, but I moved it on, so you have to tell me how good it was and how laborious it was as well. $14.27 I got for that. This pumpkin patch bear, did I get it free? Possibly, or did I pay $1? I cannot remember. I know I picked it up somewhere. I can't remember where. Once again, my book works terrible. $6.75. Now there's a little story in that one. There's a lady who wanted it, and she offered, I had only $10.50 on it, I think. She offered me $7.50, so I counted offered $10, and then she offered $7.50 or something. $8, I don't know, but anyway, and I said, look, I just didn't take it. And then she messaged me saying, can you tell me the name of the bear? Which didn't have a name on it after all. I said, yeah, no worries. But within that time of me sending to her, yes, I'll do it when I go to the shed to check, she said, thank you very much. And 5 minutes later, it sold to somebody else. So I didn't have to do that at all. These green jeans, douche, or whatever they're called, I picked up off a lady in town who was getting rid of all of her stuff that she was not, because she wasn't selling anymore, so I got a heap of stuff of her. I made $10.67 off that. And the fringe series was only $3 from the tip shop. I definitely do think there is money in DVDs, but I do think it's good to have some sort of cleaner. I don't clean, I just check all mine. I don't actually clean them, and some I don't even check, I just make sure they're there. But I've been lucky so far. $14.84 I made on those, plus my $3. Worlds of Power book, another story here. If you would have seen my shorts quite a few months ago, I picked up 3 books for 20 cents each, and one book was a Nintendo book that only paid 20 cents, and I made about $19 or $20 on that one. This Worlds of Power book can go for really good money. It can go up to in late high 20s to low 30s, low 30s, but I only sold it for $12.50 on my 30% off. I only made $10.30, but you know what? I have made, probably $25.40 on 40-cent buy, and I've still got one book left. And June Messiah, 50 cents. I made $21.26. Now June Messiah, all those June books, it doesn't matter if they're from the 70s or 80s, they still sell because they're the older version of it. People buy them for collector pieces and all the rest of it. Now the very last thing, guys, that came to $281.31. Sorry, 13 cents. That's equivalent to most weeks I've been having up near that amount. But, ta-da! Remember this? Remember this here? This. I paid $40 for this, and I didn't get quite what I wanted, but it sold for $1,160. I had miscalculated because I was trying to get my profit in my pocket to be over $1,000, and I just miscalculated. That was my fault, not eProfit's fault. Now, eProfit's down below. I'll talk about that in a second if I remember. So $963.10 is what I got from that. I was really hoping for the $1,000, but they paid extra postage. I thought it'd be more postage than what it was. So because it was back and forward for a while, and I sort of bringing me down, I have kept that little bit of postage. So I made $984.10, and so that came to $1,265. But I'm not going to say that. I still only made $281. But that $984 is, and then plus my $40 back. Another story. eBay will not give that to me till the 3rd of December, even though I don't know why, because it's a big money. I don't know what they're doing with it, but they said, oh, this money won't be released till the 3rd of December, which I'm going to query that shortly, because the person has got the item and has already left me really good feedback. So I don't know why, and I don't know how they think they can hold on to money that long. It's because they can earn interest on my big money. I don't know, but I'm going to query that. But that money's not going to go to me, guys. That was actually going to go towards me saving for a car. It's not. It's going to either go to, wait for it, the money my husband borrowed from my daughter to get his air conditioning fixed in the bus. Yes, he won. He won. And mind you, it's getting really, really muggy up here, and he sweats at even winter time. So let him have his damn thing. She said, if you insist on giving it back, Mum, wait till you sell the bus or the house before you get it back. She never wants it back, but I'll always give my money back to her. So this will either go to that, or I'll go to one of my big bills, which is Buyer's Edge, which I still owe $5,000 on. So I think it's going to go on that, so I can drop, because next year I do not want to owe anything but a home and possibly my car loan. That's all I want to owe. I don't want to owe anything to shop cards or Visa cards or anything like that. So that's what we're hoping. So that's it, guys. Now, talking about eProfit link is down below. There is no it's not an affiliate link at all. It's just a link for you to use if you're buying and selling, because it gives you how much you can sell it for, and it tells you, it's got a little spot to put your postage if you pay postage yourself, and it's got a spot how much you pay the item for, and up the top it shows you how much you will earn, and it also gives you the eBay fees. Well worth having. Now make sure you have that app, and make sure you have your eBay app at all times when you are sourcing items, when you are treasure hunting. Okay, so let's get into my week. The week that it was not a good week. I started to get myself up and going in, and then I fell down a hole again. And then the other day we were talking, and Miss 15 really doesn't enjoy school here, wants to get a job, full-time job. And we came here because she wanted to go to school here with her friends, but she's not enjoying it. I think if COVID hadn't shut down the school like it did and everything that happened, I think she would have just rolled along, but it's just been a stop and start thing. She's had a few days off with injuries, tooth pulling, all that this week. She had a tooth pulled out anyway. And yeah, I just think the school systems, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go into a lot of stuff. All I'm going to say is I prefer my kids to be working and making an income, because we all learn as we grow, and having all these big points at school is not always the be all and end all. That's my opinion anyway. I'm missing my op shopping so much, guys, so much. I went treasure hunting this morning. went treasure hunting at the tip shop this morning, and there was lots of bits and pieces, but nothing. So sorry, keep bumping it. Nothing that was super exciting, but I did get gorgeous vintage purse, and I've got one the other day too. And the funny thing is, when there's one, there's always another one. And the other day I picked up a little black one, which is in the shed at the moment, and when I saw that I thought, oh, when there's one there's always another, but there wasn't. So this must have been either someone else's or it was hiding. But look at it's just beautiful, and it's usually made in Hong Kong, but it's got no labels or anything, but it's just a beautiful tapestry piece, and it's got tapestry along there, and that's right up my alley. Finding stuff like that's gives me a thrill. So yeah, I picked up that, and there was no others like that, and I ignored the clothing and then went back to the clothing, and right above behind where I got that, I picked up this vintage top. Oh, gorgeous vintage top. Now there is issues with the inner lining just here, which is probably silk. It's silk, and I'd say I have a feeling someone's dyed it, because I have never seen a colour like that. So I'd say this was probably a white or a cream, and someone's dyed it because the tag is even the same colour. But it didn't ruin the beads. There's no holes in it. It's a really cute little top. Who knows, it might fit me for winter. But that's what I did. I treasure hunt there once or twice a week, because they don't check your jabbing thing. Other than that, I avoid going to any shops that I know that you have to be jabbed at, because I'm trying to stay strong and as long as I can. What else this week? Okay, so we got his air conditioning. Miss 20 is with her boyfriend, sorted all that out. That's what I was going to tell you. One, I can't even get my nails fixed, and I really hate this colour. Look at how much they've grown since I had them done. Like that's, and I should have gone clear. I was going to go clear and I didn't. Look at them, horrible. I'm trying to make them. I used to do nails for a living, but my granddaughters use most of my stuff, so I can't even repair them myself. Anyway, getting off track. So yeah, we don't want to stay here and pay the $400+ a week just to have our bus camped with a bit of power and water. I've never used the toilet and shower here. We have to use it. We can't even use our own washing machine. We've got to pay their washing machine, which is $4 each time we use it. We usually use 2 to 3 washing machines, 1 to 2 times, 2 to 3, usually 2 times a week, right? So that's one. I have an opportunity. I put a post up to stay on someone's land, but it's still 45 minutes away from here. And it's not going to be really accessible to teenage. If it was just me, the husband, and the 2 little boys, I would say yes, 100%. But when you've got teenagers that have friends that want to be, you know, in the skate parks and all that sort of stuff, I thought, I can't do that. So it possibly looks like we're heading back to Grafton for, we don't know for how long. We have to be out of this caravan park by the 20th of December anyway, so I thought if we leave early, we might as well save some money. My husband has to go and see his father in Port Macquarie as well, so a little bit closer. But yeah, that's where I am at the moment. So next week I might be here, I might be there. I do not know where I'll be. I know the kids will be sad because the Grafton skate park is not as good as this one, nowhere near as good. So they're going to be disappointed in that, but they'll get used to it. And that's my life, guys. It's an up and down roller coaster of a life, and I'm hoping I win the lotto. I hope someone in my family wins the lotto and buys me a beautiful home to settle in. I don't know. Until such time my daughter gets to get back to work. Now, I'll just rattle a bit more. See, I did this last night. I was rattling on. She's got to have it up on the 3rd of December. She has to have 3 weeks rest. Her boss has told her, don't worry about it. You've got work for the next 2-3 years, and you can stay in the house. I don't care if you're staying there not working. You stay there. You don't have to pay any rent. So she's lucky there, but she's got to stay in her hospital bed for 3 to 4 days, and she's going to be all on her own. And I don't like that thought, but she's not one. She's like me. She's not one to sit still for more than 5 minutes. So she's got books and paint by number, and I don't know what else. But she's stacked herself up with a heap of stuff so she doesn't go troppo in the hospital, which I know, being her, she will. Anyway, that's it, guys. I think I've probably forgotten something, but yeah, happy hunting. Buy something awesome and then share it with me. Let me know down below, please. I can. I'm not even watching everyone's op shopping videos lately because it's just too depressing. It's like, oh, that's good, but I can't watch it because it's just like, damn, I want to get out there. But I will get there eventually again one day. We'll see. But take care, guys. Happy hunting. Be kind. Keep smiling, and I will see you probably next week. Bye.